So I've been thinking a lot lately about mindset and how much it shapes like literally everything we experience, our relationships, our stress, even how we see ourselves. And I've been thinking about it especially as it relates to happiness. Something I've been starting to realize is that happiness isn't just something that randomly happens to you. I think it's actually something you can build into your life in little ways. I think it's almost like a skill or a muscle that you can flex. And you can sort of retrain your brain to respond differently to things that are going on around you. I think you could have everything you could ever possibly want in life, like a great relationship, a great job, you could live in a town that you really love, and you could still not be happy. And like this actually kind of happened to me. I did all the things that I thought were going to make me happy, and I still wasn't. Like I got the job that I thought I wanted. I graduated from graduate school. I had a relationship that I liked, and I thought all those things were going to make me happy, but I wasn't. And I think you can have all the tools, all the right circumstances, but I think it's up to you to notice the good things in your life and to practice seeing the world from that perspective of what's going well for you. So a little caveat, I don't think it's possible to be like happy or positive all the time. That's not what I'm talking about here. I think there are roadblocks and sometimes life throws really crazy things at us that we can't control. But I think mindset work is more about giving you the strategies to kind of help make sense of life and get yourself unstuck when you inevitably feel all the different roller coaster of emotions that just kind of come with life. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about some things I've been working on in my own life when it comes to mindset and how I've been trying to treat happiness like something that I'm actively cultivating rather than something that's just going to happen to me. So the first thing I've been doing that's been helpful for me is practicing gratitude. Every single day for the past 4 months, I've been doing a little gratitude journal because for a long time I was stuck in the victim mentality, stuck thinking about everything going wrong in my life, all the negative, and it was making me feel miserable. So I decided to do something about that. I've made it part of my routine to just jot down like 5 things I'm thankful for every single morning. I don't stress about it. I don't think about it too much. I just make a conscious effort to start my day thinking about what's going well for me. Sometimes they're the exact same things as yesterday. It doesn't matter. It can be really simple things like I'm thankful for my cats, or I'm thankful I got to sleep in today, like whatever it is for you. It's all about rewiring your brain to just focus on those little good moments and what's going well for you, no matter how small they are. And I think if there's nothing good you can immediately see or notice when you're doing gratitude, do something about that. Make it for yourself. Make yourself a coffee you really like. Make time to watch your favorite show before bed. Like these don't have to be really huge things, but focus on paying attention to the little moments of happiness around you. And if you don't feel like there's enough, or if you don't feel like there's any in your day, that's a problem. And I think you can do something about that. You can make a conscious effort to change that. When it comes to mindset, I think the things that we tell ourselves when we're feeling bad are really important to be conscious of too. Find some mantras or affirmations you can tell yourself when you're going through something really difficult. I listened to this girl, Rebecca Lee's podcast for a while, especially when I was in kind of like a harder place in my life. And she has this mantra that she says to herself, and it says, "Everything is always working out for me, no matter how it looks at any given point in time." And I've stolen that mantra. I just like the perspective of kind of seeing your problems from the perspective of like your whole life rather than the perspective of this one really hard moment. You could be crying on the floor of your bathroom because someone just broke up with you and it feels like the end of the world. But if that wasn't your person, like maybe that was life's way of clearing the way for you to find the love of your life. And maybe this mantra isn't something you resonate with, but find something like this that you do resonate with and give yourself that perspective when you're going through something hard. Because I think this is all about repetition too, because it's almost like faking it till you make it. Like tell yourself this enough and you genuinely will start believing it. So all of this is just about retraining your mind to look for the good in whatever situation you find yourself in. Even if you're sad or if you're in pain, how can you think about this in a way that empowers you to grow rather than to stay stuck? So if you're feeling sad or feeling like there's not as many moments of happiness as you'd maybe like in your life, try one of these things we just talked about. I don't think these things are a perfect fix. It's going to like solve everything or make you happy all the time, but I think they might make you feel a little bit better. And personally, I think that's a win. I think any step in a positive direction is progress. So start being more aware of your mindset and your outlook on life. Notice the story you're telling yourself about your life too, and remember that you're not stuck with this one fixed version of life or one fixed way to see your life. You have the power to shape it and to think about it in a different way, even if these ways are really small. So, as always, I'm thinking of you and I believe in your ability to create a life for yourself that you feel really good about.